Hi, you've reached Tall Blonde. Sorry I can't come to the phone right now. I'm recording a podcast, and we're probably talking about you, so you should listen. We are so back. Another host episode because I don't feel like talking to a guest today. And honestly, I love it. I love talking to people. I love meeting people, getting their advice, hearing their sides of stories, getting in like the behind the scenes, but I don't feel like it. I feel like talking about myself. I haven't really updated you guys on that much about my life, and it's been getting a little hectic. A lot hectic. I'm not single, but I'm not in a relationship. I have no time to even breathe anymore because I'm so busy, but I wished to be here probably a few months ago, a year ago, so I need to be thankful and grateful for it. I also kind of had a very hectic weekend. I've been doing the same shit of just going out every weekend, but now there's events. Now there's things that we have to do that we've committed to. This weekend I have a horse race, as well as I'm doing an event with a brand that's actually the biggest brand deal that I've gotten so far. So we'll dive into that, but let's start with last weekend. Why don't we? Because I went to none other than Montreal. I got invited to two brand events. One being like a night event and one being like kind of on the street thing. So got there Saturday morning and kind of just drank, got ready, had no idea what to expect because you truly never know who's going to be there at the brand events if you're not asking around or you don't. And it's like Montreal and it's F1. Like, who is even going to be there? Are there going to be there people that are from the US or is it just Canada? Like, I don't fucking know. So I didn't even know what was happening, but thank God I went with my manager who came with me to all the events. She actually lives in Montreal, which was so nice because she picked me up from the airport. She kind of showed me around, knew the basics. I'm pretty sure she went before, which was amazing because I didn't even know what to do during the day. Like, yes, we drank and we went out, but there's actually this whole street that they block off at F1. So we kind of dabbled in that while we were a little tipsy, and then we went to the events. And the events are fun, but like no event that is branded is ever as good as just going somewhere and not having any expectations and just being with a good group. Like, yes, you go there, maybe you have, I think there's 3 different wristbands and I only had 2 of them. So like VIP, one section's like VIP plus an open bar. And then another section is like, you know, maybe even seating, bottles, whatever it is. And it was fun because it wasn't just content creators and influencers. There was also like hot men. Like, I think I saw like a football team, an NFL football team. There was gorgeous people in different sections, but it's like everyone's a little try hard when they're there, not only because there's so many cameras and things, but also it's networking. So you can't have too much fun. Like, I didn't black out, not because I wanted to, but because I felt like I didn't want to have the scaries the next day when I'm meeting all these new people. Like, I was like, okay, this is a really cool event that I've never been to before, so let's not black out. So that's exactly what I tried to do. And I didn't black out. So, well, we got very drunk, but I didn't black out. So like, congrats to me on that. And because I'm like talking to someone, I didn't flirt. I didn't, have men shoving drinks down my throat, which was honestly not as fun. So we're going to have to think about that decision, but we're not even going there today. So if I had to chop up that entire trip, I'm happy I went. I met a lot of people. I met new people and kind of saw a different side of that. But like, if I were to do F1 again, which I want to, I would of course want to go with brands and like experience that too, but I would plan it better. I would plan maybe like an itinerary of what I want to do, where I want to go, have like time frames so I hold myself accountable and can do everything. Maybe even, invite friends that want to come with me and stay with them and make it a more F1 focused thing than just the brand events, which I think I did this time, but it was my first time. I'm not going to regret anything. I regret nothing. I still had so much fun and I'm so happy I went, and it was a really cool experience because some of the people that I did see there, I didn't think I would ever be in a, close vicinity with them. I also got noticed a few times, which is still shocking to me because I'm like, how the fuck do you know me? Like, I follow you. How do you know me? But I am growing every day, so I need to kind of snap out of it. But I didn't say that to them. I just thought it mentally. But still very cool that not even in my own city are people noticing me. Like, that's very cool, and I'm grateful for it. So I'm going to keep coming behind the mic. I'm going to keep talking my shit. But I'm happy I went. Now, that was last weekend. Now it's Tuesday, and I'm still fucking in a bit of a fog. I've been so busy lately. One, because of events, and it's summer, and everything just ramps up, and I'm happy for that. Like, the sun's out, everyone's on patios, everyone's doing more things. Brands are hosting more events. People are hosting more events. People want to, host at their house, little parties or whatever it is. More friends are coming down to Toronto to visit. Everything is fucking happening. And I'm like, guys, I already go out all the time and have a busy schedule through the week. So you adding all of your fun into my fun is overwhelming. But fuck, I'll do it. I will never say no. I will never literally feel FOMO at my house. I will always just go, and I will go hard every time. So with that being said, if you don't feel like you're, going to any events recently or just having fun with like-minded people, I did just start a community called Tall Blonde Club. And I want to kind of preface what it is because I feel like you don't really grasp it off of a 30-second little post, but it's a community where like-minded people can come. And basically, we all motivate each other in glowing up, revenge era, whatever you want to work on and build upon. If you feel lost, if you feel stuck, if you feel like you don't know what next steps are or you're not where you want to be in life, this community is for you because I needed this. I needed this when I was living in New York. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was working a 9-to-5 and I hated it. I was staring at the four walls of my apartment, didn't even want to make new friends. Didn't even want to do anything after work. I was working my 9-to-5 and I just had no motivation. And I wish I had this because this is a community where we can talk. You can interact with me. I get DMs on TikTok and Instagram asking obviously advice because that's what my content is. Like, oh, my boyfriend cheated on me. What do I do for this? How do I get this guy back? What do I do if this girl said this or they said they're too busy? I get them all the time. And I try my hardest to bulk those messages up and make them into content. So if I get 4 of cheating, then I, make a content with the cheating, but I can't get personal. So I was like, okay, if I start a community where they have access to me in those DMs and it's all in one place, I will take it upon myself every single day to answer you personally. There's also a space on that community where not only can you DM me, but you can also book a one-on-one session with me so that we can talk through your entire situation that you're in and that you want help with. It's basically a life coaching session because I did train in that, and I know that all my fucking haters that I love to because they give me views and interaction rates and therefore more money. I am a certified life coach, and just because I talk shit online and give my opinion doesn't mean that I don't understand how to life coach. So listen the fuck up. I will give you whatever you want me to do. If you want me to just listen and not judge, I can do that. If you want me to tap into my life coaching abilities and actually give you a full hour session with you that benefits you in your life, and I treat it as I'm that professional life coach, I will do that. If you just want to talk shit and ask me for the advice that I've had from living the life that I have and been through shitty relationships, shitty friendships, people using me and things like that, I'll also do that. And on top of that, if you feel like, holy shit, all my friends are actually in relationships and nobody wants to party and go out anymore, or opposite, I'm in a relationship and I don't really want to do the same things as other people are doing, just going to clubs, perfect. We also have events. And I have been to a lot of events, and I think I'm a girl that knows how to party, have fun, but also live that balanced lifestyle. I work out hard so that I can get fucked up on the weekends and enjoy myself. So the events that I'm doing are not going to be boring little events. They are going to be events that we have fun. So the first one, I've planned a few. The first one will give you a little sneak peek if you're not on the community. It is a workout and a drinking event. So there's games, there's drinking games. And if you don't drink, it's fine. You can have a mocktail. But there's games, there's drinking games, and there's also a full workout with my private trainer who I pay a lot of money to work out with. So you are getting a session for free with him, and you're also getting access to me. You're getting an event and something to do after hours with like-minded fun people, and also just a fun fucking time. So why wouldn't you do that? Like, as I'm even saying it, I'm convincing myself. Like, I might even pay money to get into this. I'm kidding, but like, I would. If I made this for the person that I was a year ago, a month ago, or whatever it is, because this is exactly what I needed. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and now I feel like I'm a bit better. I'm still delusional and lost and whatever, but I'm on a way better track. I'm getting brand deals that I never thought I even ever would dream about getting. I'm doing things and creating this brand and gaining following and people believing in me now because I put my mind to something and I took the steps and I listened to the people around me to actually get to a spot where things are working. So I'm happy about that. Also, I forgot to mention this, but my friend was like, you literally have to tell the story about who you saw at F1, because I saw a man that lives as a legend to me and my friends in our heads. He doesn't know this yet. Like, he quite literally has no idea that we talk about him this much, and I hope he never hears this, but because I've dedicated my entire life to sharing things online, I will share the story with you, even though I will probably regret this. So listen up. I was at the Sports Illustrated party at F1, and I'm minding my own fucking business. There's separate booths where like you have to have a wristband to get up to. Like I said, I had a few wristbands. We went to the first one, checked it out, see who the people were, mix and mingled. That was the VIP one. We went to one that had like a bar with it too. So it was like a different people, different crowd. And then I'm walking down to go to the washroom. And first of all, I run into a guy that plays in the NFL now who I know from growing up, who, awesome, great, props to him. Sexy man, keep doing your thing. You're thriving. But then I get tapped on the shoulder and I'm like, whoa. Immediately, I just clue in. Like, I'm really bad with faces and names, and I haven't seen this guy in months. To preface, I've hooked up with him once, okay? One time, don't judge me. But this man has the biggest I've ever even encountered in my entire life, and he's a white man. So this is shocking news. And I literally have tried. I know this is rude and horrible, but I've tried to get this man to like send me a picture, come back over, not even to hook up again because I have no feelings, but because I need evidence to show my friends because they do not believe me. This is a quiet man. This is a man that is gifted with something that he doesn't even deserve. But he taps me on the shoulder and immediately, I just wrote in the group chat, the legend is here with us at Sports Illustrated in Montreal for F1. He was there. He lives as a legend in all of our heads. Props to him. He does text me like randomly. He asked me on a few dates, but I kind of ghosted because I don't have the feelings and I'm not trying to lead someone on anymore. Toxic Sarah hasn't left the chat, but like I'm trying to steer away from her. But if you need any tips on how to be toxic, can totally give you those. But trying not to, like I did send a breakup text to somebody else the other week because I'm not feeling it and I'm talking to somebody else. So like I had to. But with this man, I've said no to dates. I've said no to everything. He kind of like pops in when he pops in. But the last time we talked, I remember him popping in and then he didn't say anything. And this happened like 3 consecutive times. Like once a month he'll pop in. And I literally said the last time, do you just pop in because like you're bored and to like play a game here? And his response was yes. YES. And I said, ew. So the next time I saw him was at this Sports Illustrated event. He's a legend. How do I not say hi and treat him rudely? I need to keep him in contact so I can show my friends evidence. Like, I literally cannot let this thing go. Not because I want him or experience that again. One time was enough. But my friends need to believe me. Like, I've tried to tell them so many times. I would literally let a friend hook up with him. Because first of all, because I don't care, but second of all, because someone needs to understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Like, he literally we make this joke, and you might not find this funny, but he was wearing a suit when we hooked up. He had to put his suit back on the next morning because he slept over. He was putting his suit back on. And he literally had to whip that thing on his chest to get it, together. And this man he's probably 6 feet tall. Like, you would never expect this quiet businessman, wears a suit, doesn't say anything, man to be, carrying that. You would never. So my friends don't believe me. You probably won't believe me. I can't show you what he looks like, but if you've ever experienced that man, let's call him Tom. If you've ever experienced Tom, come forward because we need to chat. I've needed to talk to someone about this for so long, and no one believes me. So it's just a walking question mark to my friends, but I mean, one day they'll find out because we're sharing information, and I haven't told too much about my dating life and shit on too many exes. To this episode, I might as well just give you the backstory on Tom. I met Tom out downtown, whatever it is. Great fun, very cute. Then Tom met me back out while we were meeting one of my friend's new boys in her life, which she was like very serious with at that time. They were like, I want to say exclusive. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I think, they were together. They were seeing each other. And this is the first time that she was introducing him and his friends to us. And this man was late to meet with us, which was fine. Like, we weren't mad about it. We were all just drinking. But we were there, whatever. Tom was texting me. So I was like, oh, Tom, just come over to the table. Like, we have some other guys coming, but like, we can all hang out. We had a booth. Bunch of girls, bunch of guys. The guy comes that my friend's talking to, and he was just an ass. I just saw a red flag, and I'm like, you are not worthy of one of my best friends. Like, you were just not, like, I know who she is, and you are not it. He was saying weird shit. He was like being dismissive. He was bringing up my ex-boyfriend when he doesn't even know who I am. I'm also like 10 shots deep at this point because this is right after I ended it with the guy that he was bringing up. So I was like, how dare you, And my friend was like, okay, what is happening? My other friend was like, yeah, he was rude, but I just went ape shit on this man. So I was yelling at him. I was telling him, oh yeah, who are you? Like, no tooth, whatever, blah, 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 because he didn't have teeth in. It was a fucking shit show. Like, that was one of my like low moments that like, but he deserved it. So I take nothing back, and like, it's totally fine now. And like, he was antagonizing me and saying rude things. So like, I had to give it back. Like, don't come after me. But during all of this and all this crazy yelling argument, who was sitting beside me quietly and politely? Tom. Tom was just sitting there. And that's the night that he was like, wow, I like this girl so much. And he had no issue with me being a fucking shit show, crazy psycho person. He still went home with me. And that's the night that we found that he's a legend. So clearly, men love the crazy. The good men love the crazy, because I don't know about every man, because a lot of people wouldn't be able to deal with my shit, but the good men love the crazy, and I am the crazy, and I honestly regret nothing. I love being insane. I also, speaking about insane, I was like obsessed with this guy, and he moved away, so like we weren't anything. We used to talk for a bit. And for some reason, another night that I was, out and about drinking, I think I was drinking since like 3 that day, p.m. And we were out all night. And I texted him saying, I called him. He didn't answer. So I proceeded to text him saying, you're either happy or married and nothing else. And this man is so sweet that he didn't even answer me ever. He still follows me. He didn't say, what the fuck, Sarah? Wasn't like, what are you doing? That was kind of crazy. I think he is seeing someone, but my friend did see him on Raya, so I don't know. He could be happily married, but we're all confused. But at the same time, I still applaud him for just letting it go, not responding, because he was probably like, oh, Sarah was drunk. It's okay. Like, happy I got attention from her. She won't want me to respond. And honestly, I didn't. That would have given me the scaries. I just never looked at it for like 2 weeks and then finally showed my friend, my best friend, my roommate. And she was like, Liz, that was crazy. That was completely psycho. But he didn't answer and he knows you. So like, why put too much attention to it? He still follows you. He still watches all your stories. You're still hot. Like, let it go. So we've let it go. And I also think one of my superpowers is giving no fucking fucks when I'm sober, but especially when I'm drunk and everyone says, oh, like drunk texts or sober thoughts. Nope. Never even thought about this man like in months. So that text came out of nowhere. None of my drunk texts, and one day we should go through them all because they're completely psycho. None of my drunk texts come from anything that I'm thinking sober, ever. Like, they literally come out of thin air. It's like a demon comes through me and I just send it. And I just give God my phone and he takes it and runs with it. Or not even God, the devil, my phone, and they run with it. But that's me and that's who I am. And I take nothing back. And I'm so happy that I still do that, even though I've done so much self-growth. Another thing that happened was I went on live on TikTok again, and I will be going back on that again. And I was hungover, as I am, but the amount of people that have asked me, even in my comments, not just on the live, but the amount of people that have asked me, oh my gosh, like, how do you meet people in the city, or how do you meet people in us city, like, that aren't just fuck boys? Like, how do we meet these men? How do we meet people that aren't just here to fuck and, you know, actually want to talk to us, pursue us, whatever it is? You know, there's not much hope out there. There isn't, but there is some, and you have to understand, and I need to tell you this because I tell this to all my friends, and I try to tell this to myself, but you will not find your husband the places that you do not want your husband to be at. So you will not find your husband at the club grinding on another girl. You will not find your husband at an after party at 5 a.m. waiting to hook up with someone or doing something to keep them up all night. You will not find your husband at a bar sucking face with other women. That is not the husband that you want or you're looking for. If you're looking for someone to settle down with and that's, you know, your future and what you want, then you gotta go to the places that you'd want him to be. Do you like coffee? Do you go out and get a coffee every day? Go to a coffee shop. Do work there and say hi to someone and give them the eyes and fuck them with your eyes a little bit so that they come up to you. Go to a concert and meet someone there because that's fun. Go out for dinner with your girls and just go to the bar. The bar is the best, like, not the bar, like the bar of a restaurant is the best place to sit to actually like have conversations with people. And go to a restaurant that strategically is like a little bit better priced, like higher in price, expensive, so that you're, you know, attracting that, if that's what you're looking for, at least. I mean, that's what I'm looking for, but if that's what you want, then go there. Or like hotels, like if you want someone that's on a business trip or does that or wears a suit and has to travel for work, go to the hotels that you know that people doing business in the city that you're in would go to, and go for dinner there with your girlfriends. Or same thing, go to the bar and get a drink. You don't have to buy a full meal, but like, or go to happy hour at places that are, you know, maybe even around you or in a different area of town that isn't too late night. It's just like people going after for a drink, and ask around. But we need to stop looking in the places that we clearly know the person that we want is not going to be at. So like, no more, go out and party by all means. Go out, get hammered, have fun, go to the bar, joke around, flirt if you're single, but do not expect to find your husband at those places because you're just going to let yourself down. It's been how many years of you trying to do that, clearly, if the people that were asking me that, and it's not working. You need to we need to snap out of that and start putting ourselves out there. Even if it is like a Saturday during the day, you don't want to cut off going out on the weekends, going clubbing, whatever it is, fine. But take time out of your day to do that coffee shop run or join workout classes or try out a different gym. Isn't there like at gyms you can try a week for free or some shit? Do that. Try it out. Look fucking hot. And that's another reason to motivate yourself to go to the gym, work out more, look better in tight clothing. Do that. Maybe grocery shop at a different hour of the day or a different grocery store. Maybe you might find someone. Go for a freaking walk. If you want to find someone that has a dog, go by the water where people walk their dogs. Perfect. Honestly, I've nailed it. Like if I needed to find someone right now, I think I could, but I'm not trying to. And I am so busy and I'm in that point of my life where like I'm so comfortable being alone and I don't need someone. So even trying to incorporate the person that I am talking to in my life right now is tough. Like I don't even have time to make you feel special. I don't even have time to remind you that I care about you or have sex with you every night. Like I don't. I am honestly at a point of like, I'm so mentally stimulated with work and with what I'm doing and the next big thing and the next opportunity that we can get or catching things at the right time and making things even better that I don't even care to have sex with you before we go to bed. Like I want to be up all night until I literally can't even keep my eyes open working. And I think that's just me and who I am. So whoever is in my life is going to have to accept that. I'm not a cheater because I won't have time to cheat. So that's a bonus of that. But like, there's some days that if I do commit to the man that I am talking to, there's some nights that he's not going to get laid. There is some nights that he's not going to have much affection and attention. And I'm not the girl that you're going to come home to dinner made and everything. I'm the girl that you'll come home to that's working hard or even harder than you are, or that might not even be home because she's doing something that benefits her career or just her happiness in general, like partying or drinking or making connections, but that's fine. But yeah, I wanted to get here and get to a place where I'm happy being alone, but now I'm like, well, shit. How am I even going to incorporate someone? Like the man that I'm seeing and talking to is taking me away from like answering texts because the only second that I have that I'm not doing things in all the areas that I want to work on right now and build up work-wise is dedicated to him because it's not that much. So there are people left for weeks on unread text messages on my phone, in my DMs, like that are my friends. And I need to prioritize that more because it's okay. Like I have a roommate and that's a lie because I spend time with all my friends over the weekends here and like make sure to include them. But I'm talking about like people that I don't see all the time or aren't in my like vicinity, close location wise here in the city. Because it's hard to do long distance friendships and things, but I need to make that a priority. And I'm not perfect. If I was reading this entire story from somebody else asking for advice on like why their friends are drifting away, not that mine are, but as to why, I'd say, no, you need to readjust what your priorities are or just like plan your life better and dedicate days to different people so that you don't fall behind with people that you really care about because I am. And it's just because I'm overwhelmed right now and that's okay. But I need to like find better time management. If you saw my calendar, you'd literally be like, what the fuck? But like I also prioritize self-tanning. So like maybe we need to get our priorities straight. But I don't think I'm giving that one up. Everyone says or thinks being a content creator is one of the easiest jobs in the world. And by all means, it's not one of the hardest. Like it's easy for people that actually like doing it, but it's hard to juggle and it's hard to build up. People always ask me like, oh, how did you grow? How did you get to where you are? It took a lot of time and a lot of effort. And like you see people doing brand deals and you probably think they're making a lot more money than they actually are. You probably think that these brands are giving a huge budget to these one post because a person has hashtag ad on it. And yes, it does get to a point where it is crazy money for the views and the audience that you have, but you need to show and work on making your social accounts to be brand friendly, to even be noticed by brands. Like, you have to consistently use a product and show that you use it and love it before a brand will even offer you the brand deal of that specific thing that you've been using. They need to see it numerous times. So like, you have to take consecutive content that does well on socials with that particular brand to even have that brand consider you as someone that they want to represent or want to pay to showcase whatever it is, whether it's hair care or makeup or clothing. So like, everyone thinks that it's easy. It's not. And it's a lot of strategy. Like, you need to be business minded if you want to monetize it and make money, because every week on Sundays I plan, okay, I want to showcase, what I'm using on my face for pimples and this and that, or what I'm washing my face with, because that's what I buy and that's what I use and that's a part of my life. So I want to share that with my audience, because people will ask me, how do you get your skin so clear? And not that I'm freaking breaking out right now, but at the times when it is clear, they're like, how do you do it? What do you use on your face? This and that. So you have to strategically plan, okay, how am I going to include those products into my content weekly or even more? So it is a lot of strategy that you do have to keep in mind as well, because it's not just, okay, pick up the camera, you're hot, let's do a dance and not say anything. You need to make people trust you. You need to show people what in your life is, what you use every day, what you eat, what your opinions are of things, to create that community and showcase who you are as well using the things so that brands see it. So it's not only you have to gain people and be opinionated and be outspoken so that people react to you. No, it's you have to create that community, the people that want to come back to you. You have to create trust with the community, that you're being honest and trustworthy with what the products that you're using, the advertisements that you're doing, what you're saying every day. You also have to interact with them to show them that you appreciate them. You also have to be brand friendly with and be considerate as to what you're using and why you're using it, because you want to do a brand deal with them in the future because you love that product. You also have to watch what you're saying, because you don't want to get too far gone from the brands that you want to work with. So there's a fucking lot to do with it. And I thought it was all fun and games in the beginning, but it is still fun and games, and I'm so happy that this is my career. But like, I'm done with people shitting on me for, just keep on talking and this and that. Like, there's a lot more work put into being a content creator. I'm not just taking pictures and smiling and talking shit online. And I don't always get the best comments. Like, hate comments aren't the nicest thing in the world, but I've started to love them. I've started to laugh at them. I've started to just appreciate them, because I love my haters, because they are some of my loyal people, which is totally fine. And they come onto all my lives, which is great too. And they talk shit, and I love just feeding it back and forth, even though they have no profile picture and no name. It's fun to just shoot the shit with people that are tapping into your worst insecurities sometimes. And that's self-growth, because I wouldn't be able to do that even months ago from now, but we're working on it. If you want to come out with me and you want to send those drunk texts and you want to have fun and you want to party and you want to do balanced lifestyle things, like, I think we already have a booked Pilates, we have that workout, I think I want to do a brunch, then come join Tall Blonde Club, okay? It's launched. We just launched it. And it's only up from here. So don't miss out, because you will feel FOMO, and that's the worst feeling to have other than being cheated on. So you better get your ass to that. It's in all my bios of quite literally everything. It's on my personal Sarah Lauren on TikTok and Instagram. It's on the Tall Blonde Pod on TikTok and Instagram. It's probably on my YouTube for Tall Blonde. So check it out. Go there, join the Tall Blonde Club. Also, like, message me a red flag if you want a few more questions about it, or you want me to give you a bit, because I can answer some DMs to give you a bit of more information if you're a little bit lost in what it all is. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this solo pod, because I think we need more of these. We need to mix them up, because like, a lot goes on in my life and you need to stay up to date. I can only say so much on socials, but this is my time to just vent to you I also will come back with maybe the next solo pod answering your guys' cues and questions too if you guys write in or call in. So we'll have fun with it. But for now, this is it, and you will have another guest podcast next week. So I love you, and I will see you in the Tall Blonde Club, hopefully, but see you next Thursday.